some time ago, I decided to change my car. I had a really, really old car and I wanted a new model. So I got this beautiful, super accessorized model and I was in general quite pleased with it. But there was one thing that bothered me and it started to become something that I was thinking about every single time I was driving. There was the cup holder of the new in the new car that was not placed as conveniently as in the old car. And I couldn't think of nothing else. I like to have my coffee or my bottle of water next to me when I drive, and having it in that inconvenient position was really bothering me so much that I could only talk about that whenever someone was mentioning anything related to my car. And the reactions that I was receiving, that I was noticing when I was sharing my frustrations, were very interesting. I want to tell you something about this. My name is Lozza, and I am an executive coach, and I work with leadership development, and change is one of the hot subjects that I deal with my clients and during workshops. And that little story about changing my car gave me an interesting perspective about how we tend to focus on some negatives and then how we share them and what is the reaction of others. So what happened? I started to talk about my frustration, and some people just ignored it, sort of, thought probably that it was just a trivial thing and quickly changed subject. And so I couldn't really share completely all of my thoughts. I was, cut out of the discussion. Then another very common reaction by people was the reassuring or bringing positive perspective type of approach. Come on, think about all of the beautiful things that you have with your new car. And I was actually getting a little bit irritated by those comments. Don't they know that I have spent a lot of money for this car? Of course I know all of the beautiful things about this car. I just want to talk about that little thing that bothers me. Another reaction was, I have a solution for you. Someone who wanted to fix things for me. There is an adapter. You can buy it online. And again, I was getting mildly irritated. Don't they think that I can find something online by myself? I still want to talk about my frustration. And then finally, there was someone who said, oh yeah, I understand you. Wow, isn't it crazy how we get stuck into some small things that are so important to us? Me too, I have some small little things in something beautiful and I cannot see anything else than that little thing that bothers me, and it becomes all we can think of. Yeah, fantastic. You know what happened to me when I got that type of comment? Then suddenly that little issue was no longer an issue really that frustrated me. I was actually starting to interact with the person who said, me too, I understand. And I was saying, well, after all, it is a beautiful car. I'm very happy with all of the rest. And by the way, I have already found an adapter online that I can use. So what is the learning from that example? Even when we decide ourselves to go through a change, and it is a positive change, there's always something that we miss about the past. There is something that is difficult that we need to get adjusted to. And what we want is we want to share it. It's part of how we are humans. And when we shared our frustrations, we vented. We just wanted to land in a place where we are seen and understood and maybe even accepted. And when someone is trying to fix it for us or reassure or ignore, then we continue to try and share. And what we want is just validation, and after that, then we are back into thinking constructively and proactively. Think about what we tend to do when we are helping others through change. we moved the family, or we had to announce an organizational change within our company. Think about how many times we ignore the comments of people who just share normal frustrations, who seem to see only the negatives, and how many times we are able to say, yeah, I see, I know, it is hard. Simply that. Well, if you are interested in knowing more about all of these perspectives and insights about change, how we can handle change within ourselves and help others, then please reach out and attend one of our workshops, or send me a mail at Laura, Laura, at Grooa, Grooa.com, and inquire about what opportunities you can have with us to get some additional ideas on how to handle change and how to help others through change. Thanks for listening. Bye.